guys, it's Veelia here, and I'm very excited to bring you my top 10 rating tips hot off the press from some of Azeroth's best and most skilled raiders. In this video, I will go over some things you can do to better your gameplay and increase your skills in raids. To get this information, I was in class discords and I interviewed a handful of people from top guilds such as Strawberry Puppy Kisses on Area 52. I really hope you enjoyed this video. Be sure to subscribe for more content like this, and let me know what you think of the video in the comments below. Number 1. Let's start with one of the more basic but still extremely useful tips that I heard a few times in my search, and that is to use and read logs. Logs are extremely important in understanding the choices that you're making with your character and how they differ from the top players of your class. Using a website like Warcraft Logs, you can track a lot of useful things to help improve your gameplay, such as uptime on spells, how many times you casted an ability, the timing on your cooldowns, and more. You can then compare your logs to that of a top tier raider. For example, if they're casting a certain spell 2 or 3 times more than you, maybe you need to consider changing your rotation. Most raid leaders and guilds will judge your performance off of their review of your Warcraft logs. So understanding how they work will not only help improve your gameplay, but also help you look like you know what you're doing. Number 2. The second tip that I have to share with you guys today is watching streams and YouTubes of high-ranked players in your class. This is one of the most common things I heard when I asked the top tier raiders what was the first step they took to improve their gameplay. Watching excellent raiders who play your class is not only beneficial because you can see their rotation and placement in the raid, but also because most streamers will talk to their audience and answer reasonable questions about their class and gameplay. Tuning in and watching, even if you don't ask a question yourself, may open you up to the opportunity to learn something that you didn't know about your spec. For recommendations of who to watch for what class, ask around in your class discords. Number 3. That leads us to my third point in this video, and that is join your class's Discord server. Class Discord servers have everything that you'll need in their pinned sections. Suggested talents, stat priority, rotation information, artifact weapon builds, trinket suggestions, etc. You'll also find that most of the theory crafters and top-ranked players have a place in their class Discord. Many answer questions, and even if you can't talk to an admin, people knowledgeable about the class are always hanging around and giving advice. You can find a link to all of the class discords in the description below. Number 4. Next up, some might think this one is a no-brainer, but the raiders that I spoke to really emphasized to me how important coming prepared to raid is. That doesn't mean just having all the food and flasks that you need for the whole raid. That means coming with all the add-ons necessary for the fight, with the knowledge of how the encounter works from watching videos and reading encounters in the dungeon journal. That also means knowing what your specific role in the fight will be and being talented and spec the right way. If you're interested in joining a top raiding guild on your server, being prepared for raids is a must. Number 5 is use the right add-ons. People will be surprised how easy some add-ons make the game. As I described in my UI and add-ons video, these things really do improve your gameplay. Start with the basics, deadly boss mods, details, or recount. These add-ons are something that every good raider should have. However, don't stop there. Next, find custom weak ores for your class. Most class discords will have them pinned to their spec-specific channels. These weak ores will really help you track the cooldowns on your abilities. There are also weak ores for boss encounters. I've linked below in the description to weak ores for Trial of Valor and Emerald Nightmare. They track things that deadly boss mods can't, such as debuff stacks on a certain fight and other things. Spend time making your UI clean and efficient and your numbers will improve. Why else do you think good guilds ask for a screenshot of your UI when applying? Number 6 is don't try to jump ranks too quickly. If you're new to the game or new to raiding, don't try applying to a guild like Limit off the bat. Join raiding groups that you feel match your current ability and strive to improve your gameplay until you feel comfortable applying to a better guild or group. Always be honest with your raid team and let them know your raiding aspirations. Most of the time you'll find that improving your own gameplay will make other raiders in your group improve their gameplay as well, and your guild as a whole will improve. The 7th tip is to be open to playing the spec in demand for your class, especially if you're a class that can only play DPS, such as rogues, warlocks, hunters, and mages. While changing specs is a little harder in this expansion due to artifact power, a lot of that restriction will be lessened in 7.1.5 with the new catch-up mechanics being implemented that allow you to buy artifact knowledge with your order resources. In any case, a good raider will master all specs of their class and be ready to play the one that their guild needs. Number 9 is join the right guild. This point mixes a few points that I've touched on before, but it's an important one to make. Be descriptive when applying to raiding guilds. Break down your logs in the application to show that you know what you're doing and you understand where your weaknesses and where your strengths are. Be honest when talking about your raiding history and when talking about your raiding aspirations. Be sure to talk with your potential guild in their voice chat before joining. And I would also suggest watching streams or videos of that guild raiding live to make sure that you're comfortable with the type of raiding environment that they have. The 9th tip is don't be afraid of coaching. There's nothing wrong with asking for help or asking for a little coaching to improve your gameplay. If you're unfamiliar with reading logs or how to even know what you're looking for to improve yourself, coaching might be a good way to go in an effort to improve your gameplay. There are a few ways to find potential coaches. The first would be asking anyone in your class Discord server if anyone is willing to sit with you and help you for free. You'll find that there are a lot of people out there who are ready and willing to help others improve themselves. Your raid leader should also be a resource for you when looking to improve your numbers and help with learning logs. You can also just try asking some of the top people on your server if they would be willing to help you. However, if you can't find anyone to help you for free, as a last resort, there are paid services out there, and I can't say that I've ever used a service like this, so I can't recommend any on my own. However, I linked a few credible ones in the description that I got from the raiders that I spoke with, so check those out if you want, I guess. And finally, the 10th tip is patience. Be honest with yourself and have patience with your raid. See feedback not as a personal blight or a strike against you, but as a way to actually improve your numbers and your gameplay. Understand that improvement doesn't come overnight and be patient when looking to improve your numbers. All it takes is practice. As they say, practice makes perfect, and the same really just applies to raiding as well. And that's it, really. Thank you guys so much for watching my video. I actually put a lot of research and time into writing the script for this video and talking to people who had tips and people from top 10 raiding guilds who could sit down with me and really tell me like their true and honest thoughts on what it takes to be a good raider or to start raiding. So I really hope you guys enjoyed this video, as I did put a lot of effort into it. Make sure to share this video with your friends if you know anyone who is, trying to start raiding or looking to improve their numbers or just want general raiding tips. I think this video probably has some good things for them. Again, thank you guys so much for watching. Make sure to like the video if you, found anything useful that you didn't know before, and definitely subscribe to this channel if you haven't. I'm putting out videos like this all the time. I have a slight leaning towards Restoration Shaman guides, as that is the class that I play and the class that I'm passionate about, but I'm also just passionate about raiding in general and really just, getting the word out there on how to better yourself as a raider overall. So I'm hoping to, gain subscribers of people who are looking to really enjoy that content. And yeah, thanks again for watching. I hope to see you guys back here on my channel sometime soon. As a FYI, this is the last video that I'll do before Christmas. I'm actually going home to the States. I live in Canada now, but I'm going home to visit my mom, my brother, and everyone for Christmas, so I won't be back until like the 28th or the 29th, depending on how long we want to stay. So don't expect a video during that time because I will be away from my PC and I won't have access to all my editing software, my camera, and World of Warcraft in general, which I know is just awful. But I'm going to end this little rambling section that I've started here and say bye guys, and I hope to see you later.